And another talent that you managed in his early days in your territory was Cactus Jack. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Oh, good gosh. One of my closest friends. It just, what a guy. My dad was alive. He would have loved this guy. I mean, he would have just, and I told Jack that many times. I said, man, if my dad was alive, he would absolutely love you. That here's a guy that just wanted to do a hard way every night. But I knew another guy like that, Fargo, Donnie Fargo, same type of guy. But here comes Jack, and he's the new Donnie Fargo, and he wants to get beat up, and I just said, that's the most beautiful thing I ever saw in my life, man. Well, you know, you want to bleed, and you want this, and you want that, and we'll give it to you. I remember one night working in a tag match, me and Jimmy Golden against him and somebody. I can't even remember who it was. And we got Japan there taking a look at him to maybe have him go to Japan. We're in Louisville, Kentucky. And my wife carries a kendo stick. She hits guys on the outside, and I throw them out of the ring and all this stuff. And so he tells me, he said, along the finish here, that I'm going to get blood, and he said, you know, shoot me in and get that kendo stick and whack me back of the head coming by hard as you can, and I'm going to tie my head in the ropes. I'll take the bump over, tie my head in the ropes. And he said, and then Rob, he said, do me a favor. He says, just blister me. He said, don't hold up, don't pull up, don't do everything you got. And I say, all right, good deal, we'll do it. So we go down, and sure enough, and the spot comes up, boy, and I get the stick, and he's selling with the blood, and I shoot him in the ropes, and he comes off, and I smack him in the back of the head on the way by, and he ties his head in the ropes, but the ropes are too tight when he ties his head, and they're strangling him. But I don't know this. All I know is what he tells me. And so, boy, I just start, once in the front, boom, here, once in the top, once in the back, and then redo, and hard as I can hit him. I mean, no playing, no game, just like my dad would have done it back in the old days, that I blistered him, man. Just boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, bam, just over and over and over. And I see the panic on his face, and I think, well, I'm doing a damn good job here, blistering him good with this. I don't let up. I go ahead and I lay it on him. But when he comes out, and I know in Japan the story is he tore off an ear, but here that night he tore off half of his ear, getting out of the ropes, and he got out. So when he comes downstairs, I know they come down, they tell me, they say he's torn off half his ear, they're looking for it in the thing. So he comes down, I'm down in the dressing room, and I see him down at the other end, and here he comes. Plus dog down, and I'm thinking, boy, I sure did tear you up with that dadgum stick. The stick started out this long, now it's this long. I tore it all to pieces on him right there. And he's just grinning like a Cheshire cat. Man, he looks at me and goes, God, thank you. Oh, I'll never forget it. Thank you, thank you. And I'm standing hoodooed, you know. I'm like, gosh, I never see anything like this. That I literally did my best to hurt you, and you're here just thanking me, thanking me, thanking me. That's one story. I got 10 of them where I hurt him, kicked him out off the ring apron onto the floor, just straight off on his back. When he hit the floor, you could hear him grunt 2 blocks down the street. Concrete floor, whatever it is. I'd go out, spread out his legs, stomp his guts out. I mean, you're talking about as a heel trying to get over, working with a guy like that who gives it up. And he was making me a monster. And I just said, wow, man, I just freaking love this guy. So I wanted to take him every place that I went, and any place that I went, I'd say, hey, can you use Jack? Use Jack? Jack's your man. Yeah, because he was my sidekick, and I hung on to him. And he and I today, we just love one another. I'm glad he feels that way because I sure got a thing for him, man.